Sagittarius 13, a widow's past brought to light. Usually when we're talking to a widow, recently widowed woman, we're very gentle. We're not going to ask her to do something she doesn't want to do. But life isn't so gentle, and we do have to complete on everything we've started, come what may, at some point. This is what the operation of karma means. Whatever you begin has a result, has an ending, and until you've actually ended something, it's always going to pull you in, pull you back. So the sense that we enjoy in life of having a fresh start, a new dawn, that feeling of pristine beauty with which to start the day, the year, the era. This is unavailable to us unless we complete on what went before. Completion is not much appreciated by most people. This is the very reason that we've got big problems in the world today, is because people make plastics that can never be accommodated again, assimilated into our healthy way of life. A vast amount of rubbish has been created and just dumped without thinking about the implications of that, and we're on the brink of a terrible chapter in humanity's history, simply because we haven't understood the mystery of completion. And it's not a finger-wagging kind of thing. This is an esoteric mystery. If in your life you want to move on away from something that's now finished and does not hold your interest, you have to complete upon it. This means paying your debts, filing your paperwork, tying up loose ends, talking to people that are still waiting for you to do something and you're not going to do it, or whatever it is. You have to make sure that nothing is left unresolved in order to be free to move into the next adventure. And the penalty for not doing that is endless repetition. Until you complete, you will rework. It's the nature of things. One of the wisdoms that we come across as we're reading our spiritual books is the phrase, "This too shall pass." It is said that a slave was employed to whisper this phrase into the ear of a Roman general celebrating his triumph through the streets, and the slave would say, "This too shall pass." Our victories and our failures, they pass away unless we fail to complete upon them, and then they'll haunt us. And it might sound great to think that our accomplishments never end, but they do get stale. I remember when I was so excited to pass this certain exam in my life, the 11+ to get me into grammar school. And like how quickly that excitement passed as you go on to the next level and the next level and the next level. All these yearnings we have to accomplish something are temporary. And when we accomplish it, that's like the completion exercise. Until we accomplish it, then we must. On accomplishment, we can let go of it. And if we do let go of it, then there is room for additional accomplishments, greater expansion. The horizons of our life can be furthered. But if we actually rest on our laurels, I've done this, I don't need to do anything else, then entropy takes you towards death. You die off unless you try to accomplish a little bit more. Now, in other words, we are accountable for all that we start. Whatever we begin must be finished, one way or another. Sometimes it finishes in success, sometimes in failure, but it must finish if we're to move on. And this can also apply on the emotional level. Certain feelings that we have, feelings of nostalgia and loss and grief, they're very strong feelings, and most people would find it very difficult to just let go of them. But they do belong in the past, these feelings. They're not a feature of the present or the future. They're to do with what happened before. So we have to let go of them, even grief. It's hard to do that in some ways. So we need to perhaps go through an exercise to make it a little bit easier. We need to understand that there is something in the past that we really don't like. Maybe something that we're grieving over, maybe something just disappointment. We expected something and didn't get it. Is poignant, is painful emotionally for a while, but whether that is a short while or a long while depends upon a certain discipline, a strength of mind. If after an appropriate period of time you're still grieving or nostalgic for something that's actually long gone, then look into that. Find out what's going on for you. That suggests an unrealistic appreciation of what life is. We mustn't get too sentimental about the disappointments in life, even when we've lost somebody very special to us. It's debilitating. That would end our worthwhile life if we did that, if we just held on to the past. So, in summary, the widow has to learn two things. She has to learn, first of all, that she is accountable for everything. And it has to be let go of. The sense here is that we're trying to escape, and really we can't. We just cannot escape. It is interesting that 9/11, the Twin Towers, occurred when the Pluto was in this position.